Hey guys, it's your boy Mars Talks, the King of Mars, Jason Salisbury, the dude who you might know, maybe, but not in like a asocial. What's it called when one party sees? I don't know. Anyway, it's me. It's your boy. Here I am with my good friend.
It's Ari.
Yeah, she's been on the podcast before. I think a couple times actually, right? Or maybe just one.
I don't remember if it's been a couple times, but it's been a while. It was back in the day, a couple
It
years
was
ago when you
it
first
was
started.
back in the day. Back in the day. In fact, the pod I can look it up right now. On that podcast, we did something.
Relationship stuff, I think.
We did relationships, and we did something, man. You can look it up. It's there. You'll find it probably, unless I take it down one day. In that case, you'll never find it. Mwahahaha. Anyway, we're just here. We were brainstorming for like a good 20 minutes before this recording, and we were just like, all right, let's
Why you
do
gotta tell them that?
because it's good to be
They're supposed to know about the creative process.
yeah, man. We gotta be them celebrities that are actually like, cool people and not dickheads.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
So anyway,
beloved.
um we decided we're gonna talk about TV shows and like maybe our ideal TV show if we were like a director or producer or whatever you call it. Um and then we can do
Mine would be from a viewer standpoint. Just saying.
all right, from a viewer standpoint. Mine would probably be from a viewer standpoint too, but like at the same time, it's something I would want to watch.
Right.
Um and then we can do what's it called? What do
What
we
ifs?
say? Oh yeah, what ifs? We're also gonna do what ifs, and we're gonna do
Why are you laying
entrepreneurship.
out the whole map? I don't like that you laying out the whole map. It's supposed to just flow, though. I thought.
It is gonna flow. Trust me, trust me. It's all part
All
of
right.
my plan.
All right.
So anyway, boys and girls, sit around, grab your family, and huddle together. Get a blanket or whatever. Maybe get some charcuterie boards and eat that as you listen. And we're gonna talk about TV shows first. Woo, yeah. Also, this video is sponsored by nobody because I don't have a Patreon. I'm making no
Damn.
money off of this and all that. So maybe you can
I
get
was
me
about
there
to
one
say,
day.
bro, you sponsored.
Nah, I'm for sure not sponsored. If I was though, that'd be awesome. Uh,
That would be sweet. Somebody sponsor us or sponsor
yes,
Jason because I'm not
sponsor me.
a permanent guest
Yeah, you're not a. I mean, you're a guest, but you're
unless
not
y'all
a
want me to
permanent
be.
guest.
Unless
Yeah,
I
I
get the
mean,
crowd going.
yeah, I mean, like she's allowed on any time. So if you don't like her, that sucks for you because she could just come back anytime she wants for real. Um, yeah. Anyway, on your TV shows. So for me, there's two types of TV shows. There's like storyline based TV shows and episodic
Wait.
TV
First,
shows.
talk about what you've been watching.
Okay, okay. Well, for me, late I don't watch a lot of TV, but when I do, it's something that I think is really fascinating to me. So I usually watch like cartoons, but I've been branching out a bit. I also watch anime quite a bit, but I'm very selective with what anime I watch. So, and then there's just like normal live action TV shows too. But one TV show that I've been really liking so far is The Boys. I don't know if you've heard of it, have you?
It does not sound familiar.
It's basically a TV show in which superheroes are like I'm sorry, I just got distracted. I just got a text from somebody saying you like big dicks, baby. So I'm just gonna put that to the side real quick. Anyway,
Why does
the,
everybody attack you with that gay shit?
I don't know, man. I give off bisexual vibes, but I am like actually just straight. I don't know what it is.
Guys, does
Um,
Jayton give by? Let us know.
Let us know in the comments. Does Jayton give bisexual? Am I a he they or am I just a he him? And then I have like a Trump flag next to me. I don't know.
Not a Trump flag. You can
I
be
don't
straight.
know. Well, yeah, but like they be like, I don't need no pronouns, because I'm a man.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So anyway, see the conversation's flowing. Anyway, the Boys is a TV show in which superheroes are basically placed into our real life world and not like a superhero world. And it's
Hmm.
basically just how would the world be with superheroes in them, And so all the
Okay.
superheroes are like media and corporate owned and like super corrupt and like awful people mostly. And it's up to a group of dudes to like that are being funded by like the CIA to get dirt on superheroes and slowly dismantle the system in which superheroes are at the top. It's a really good show.
Interesting.
It's very political, even though a lot of dudes on like the right are like, this show is awesome because it has this dude named Homelander, and he represents the white people. And it's like you really don't. The irony of the show is that it's owned by Amazon, you know,
Mm.
which is like the biggest corporate piece of trash in the world, pretty much, or one of the biggest. I'm pretty sure there's worse, not worst. I need to get better about that. But anyway, I think it's a really good show, and I think you could like get a lot of political dialogue out of it. People have.
Okay.
I think you would like it
Interesting.
actually.
Interesting. Hmm.
Um, and then
What?
another show. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Nothing. I think it was a slow question. Never mind.
Okay. Well, what's the show you've been watching?
Um. So I mean, I don't watch a lot of TV either, but at the same time, I binge watch a show like in only one show, and I don't ever really watch or consume anything else, and I don't use social media too much. So like, I go through them rather quickly.
Hmm.
I just finished Suits. That was pretty good. I didn't know that everybody had been watching it recently. I just happened to see it and it was cool. And then when I did talk about it a couple times with people, they were like, "Oh my god, I've been watching that. Oh my god, I heard about that, so I started watching it." But that was pretty good, but that was less funny of a show than I like. I normally like a show that's more funny. What I
Hmm.
like about TV is not using my brain for critical thinking because I constantly critically think throughout the day. So
Yeah.
I like to watch simple shit and stuff that is not you know, I don't know. I just like to watch more fun stuff. It actually really broke my heart that about the '70s show.
With Dan
Um
Masterson or whatever his name is.
yeah, that broke my heart because I love that show. And actually today I was reading something about Lori,
The co-host of the show,
the
or
star,
co
yeah, or
actor.
the
They were
sister of
defending
Eric.
him.
Yeah, about her like in an alcohol addiction, and then like yeah, I don't know, all types of crazy shit. So
Yeah.
I was like,
They were like
wow.
defending him, and it was gross. I've never seen that '70s show though, but I like to keep up on drama sometimes.
I normally
Um,
don't tend to, but I seen it on Twitter one day when I got on Twitter. I've been using Twitter more.
or it's called X now, but
Yeah, X. Sorry,
who the
I
fuck
will never call it that, but
who the fuck is gonna call Twitter X?
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe young kids who start downloading it, like once we all die off and stuff like that, and like young people join it, and like they download it as X, so they call it X. But
Elon Musk is gonna run Twitter into the ground before then. It's already lost like 95% of its money.
yeah, Steeperton.
Yeah, he didn't even want to buy it, but Anyway, yeah, TV shows.
So, what would
So
be your ideal TV show?
my ideal TV show is that's a good question. Wow, we've been recording for 10 minutes already. Um my ideal TV show, I think it would be so there's, two types. There's storyline based and there's episodic. Which do you like actually?
Honestly, I can't tell you which I prefer. I think more so episodic because episodic, like you don't when you because I tend to miss shit because like I like to leave show on while I'm washing the dishes or doing
Either-
shit around the house.
Yeah.
So I tend to miss things. And then when something happens later, I go back and I watch an episode just for like an innuendo that I didn't pay attention to the first time.
Any window, but yeah.
Okay.
Uh, ooh, yeah, I like episodic TV shows too. Or maybe it has like a light storyline over the episodic TV show, so I don't have to watch it in order, but it's nice to. Or
Right.
cause like a show like Parks and Recreation or The Office or whatever. I mean, I don't think you watch those, do you?
I have not. No.
Okay, but they're episodic, but they have like an overarching storyline through the seasons and stuff like that. But
Right.
it's like you don't have to watch them in order at all.
Like Big Bang Theory or like 2.5 Men.
Yes, even though nobody, I don't think ever willingly watches Two and a Half Men. I don't think anybody wants to see Charlie Sheen be a sex addict.
When I was young, I liked that show, so I don't know.
Wow, wow! Like I heard they straight off killed his character in the show.
I think so. I think so.
Yeah. But anywho,
Or what's the one they're using his picture right now as the meme, and it's from that TV
King of
show.
Queens.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
That's a really, really good one. My mom loves that show.
Yeah, I love King of Queens.
Yeah, I was a King of Queens fan before it became a meme, so
Yeah, same.
I'm an OG, and any of you youngsters after the meme can fuck off, get off my
That's
dick.
crazy because there's people that really don't know where it's from. They just
They're like,
get the premise of the picture.
yeah, they're like Paul Blart Mall Cop. It's like that's first of all, that's Kevin James. Second of all, that's from King of Queens, buddy. I mean, Paul Blart Mall Cop came out when I was like literally in kindergarten, so even still, that's kind of old itself.
Yeah.
But if I were to create a TV show, I think I'd have it be episodic.
Mm-hmm.
And I think my TV show would just be like a Western, or maybe a space Western. You know, something with a Western vibe. And it would just be like a character, and he's just hunting bounties out in the wild west of space or fantasy world or wherever. You know, he's just a bounty hunter, and each episode he's hunting a bounty, or maybe every 3 episodes it's a new bounty, and he's just hunting, doing his thing, and he's a cool, cold motherfucker.
I'm crying.
Yeah, I mean, like, ask me questions about it. I don't know how to,
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're good.
I don't know. What would his name be? I don't fucking know, dude.
I would name him. I don't know, man. I low-key would have just make him like a self-insert character with just me in the show, because that'd be awesome and like the most like self-centered thing I could do. But that sounds like an awful idea from a writing standpoint.
Why?
Self-inserts usually aren't good characters because people want to make Mary Sue's and Gary Sue's out of them. You know what a Mary Sue and a Gary Sue is, right?
No, I do not.
Okay, so Mary Sue is basically somebody who was always there and always knows the most convenient things and is the most conveniently skilled and always figures stuff out, you know?
Okay.
Like there's
Gary
no
Sue's the
real...
opposite?
Gary Stu is basically just a Mary Stu but a guy.
Okay. Oh, Stu.
So it's Mary Sue, Gary, Stu, I think.
Okay.
Or Gary Sue, I don't know.
Gotcha.
But anyway, I mean, I can think of something real quick. I think my character comes from a distant land, and he's come to this new land because it's a Wild West, and he wants to make his mark on the world. And, you know, he's moving west. Moving west. And he doesn't settle anywhere. He just goes from distant town to distant town, looks at their bounty board, picks up a bounty, and gets set on the trail, you know? Um, I don't think I'd want really any like particular like. There's this drama in my show, you know. I don't want like a necessarily dramatic show, rather one
Mhm.
that's just like vibes and action. If you get what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Like, have you seen
One of
Kill
my
Bill?
favorite shows ever. I think it was called Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon. Let me look that up real quick.
I
What's it about?
think it is about two cops that are partners, and the guy from oh god, what's that show?
It's Mel Gibson and Danny Glover.
Okay.
So I think you're right. It's an American buddy cop action film.
No, not a movie. It's a TV series.
Mm.
Let me see. Hold on. What did I just say? Oh, Lethal Weapon.
Oh, This is from 2016. There's 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Martin Riggs and Roger Murtaugh,
Yeah.
Clayne Crawford, Damon Wayans, Keisha Sharp, Michelle Mentioner, Sean William Scott, Kevin Ram. I don't know any of these people, but they actors.
You don't know Damon Wayne?
No, I feel like I should though. His name kind of seems familiar.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie though. I should have remembered his name, but his name, I don't know why I couldn't
Oh, he's
Anyways,
he's one of the Wayans brothers.
yeah, cool.
Oh, I didn't recognize him in the picture. He looked real different from the picture Google gave me.
Yeah, I know he does look real weird in these more recent aging pictures.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Ooh, like he just like transformed his face entirely. I don't know what that's about. But anywho, what were you saying about that?
Whatever what you were describing reminded me of that TV show because that's the kind. It was just vibes and action. It was a pretty good show. I mean, there was a little bit of drama, but I don't know. It was one of my favorite shows ever. All my favorite shows always get canceled.
It sucks, doesn't it?
Hmm. There was this one that Victoria Justice did after Victorious called Eye Candy, where like she was like going on Tinder dates, but there was like a guy that was like stalking her or whatever that had killed other people in the area, based off of them like not faking stuff on their profiles, but them having insecurities on their profiles. So he literally killed them based off their insecurities. Like the one someone had colored contacts, he ripped their eyes out. Someone didn't smile in any of their pictures. He pulled all their teeth out of their mouth and like hung them up all in her apartment or whatever.
So
And yeah,
was he like stalk? So he was stalking Victoria Justice,
yeah, but he was
and
also dating her. Like she was like one of the guys she was dating, and she like
oh,
couldn't figure out who the fuck it was.
he was eliminating the people that was his competition.
No, because he had one of them was a girl. I'm pretty sure. Maybe it was. No, I don't think. I think he did. He did eliminate people that was his competition, but like at first, that's not how it started. Like it started off with like showing him killing random people. Is how the show even opened up.
Ah, okay, okay.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was a really good show, but I think they only did one season, and then it never came on. And I literally like barely could ever find shit about it.
Dang, what's Victoria Justice up to now? I don't even know, man.
Yeah, no say.
But hmm, hmm.
How do you see? Oh yeah, only one season in 2015. See, this is when I had cable TV when I was young as a pre-tween, so
I could have swore you were like telling me you didn't have cable TV like way a long time ago. You said you just watched a bunch of movies on like your Blu-ray player.
yeah, when I was like young, and then when I got like of a certain age, we started having TV. But then you still go through broke times where you can't pay the cable bill, so you don't got TV again.
Okay,
But
fair.
but when I was young, yeah, no, I never had like cable or nothing like that. That's why motherfuckers talk about, or that's why when you were saying whatever about would it have been? I'm like, shit, I probably always watched it because that's what my grandma could pull through the antenna. But
Ah, all right.
yeah,
So anyway, I don't think I'd want any particular recurring characters in my show. I think I want my show to like just be the dude and that's it, and the villain that he catches. Um, and it's just
the
him
villain that he
going.
catches is going to be recurring.
No, the villain that he catches is like a one episode character. I don't. Basically, he's gonna go from town to town, and there's no recurring characters except for him.
Yeah,
Um, and so with that, I'm able to like keep the story fresh and moving, how whichever way I want it to move, you know.
right.
And so like
That's very
maybe one
smart.
day he's hunting a werewolf or somebody who they town says is a werewolf. And then another day he's hunting a mad scientist. And then one day he's hunting another bounty hunter who doesn't even know they have a bounty on them. I don't know. It'd just be a bunch of stuff like that. Like, have you seen Django, the movie?
Yes.
It'd be like that, except within the span of a TV show.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that'd be really cool, except it's like has a little aspect of like fantasy or sci-fi to it, you know?
When I think about that movie, I don't remember that. I mean, obviously, I remember like the Western aspect of it,
Hmm.
but I don't remember that aspect of it. I thought, I don't know, maybe I'm remembering a different movie, but I could have swore it was about. I thought it was about some slaves beating their masters' ass.
Well, yeah, that's a part of it. That's like at the very beginning.
That's
Um,
not at the end.
oh, it's at the end too.
Oh, okay.
Basically, spoilers if you haven't seen Django. It starts with a dude who's a bounty hunter freeing Django, and they go and they hunt down some bounties. And then Django says, "Hey man, I got a wife, and like I want to get her free too. I'm a free man. I want to get her free too."
Mm,
And so,
okay, I remember that now.
yeah, they basically just go on bounty. They do a couple bounties. There's a little bit of action, but the big part of the movie is him going to the plantation where his wife is at now, and like getting her free and shooting up the place and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Period. But
So
yeah, okay.
yeah, yeah, I think that'd be my TV show. Um, yeah, I
Hmm.
mean, it's a very basic level of it. I mean, it's
How
more
many
like detailed in
seasons
my
would you
head.
guess? How many different villains do you think you could come up with that many times?
That's a good question. So, I think one thing about TV shows and just art in general
Mm-hmm.
is the best artist steals.
Recycles.
Steals and recycles, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they adds a little spin on it, maybe they add something new to it, but the best artist steals. Like The Lion King, for example, is just Hamlet all over
Okay.
again, you know?
Okay.
Stuff like that. So, I'm
I'm
pretty
not
sure
that smart to know that, but so that's cool to know.
yeah. So like I'm pretty sure I could just like pull some more. I mean, first of all, it depends on how much I'm getting paid and how successful it is. But I think
Right.
I'd want
So
one season, and then depending on the demand for another, I'd make another season and just go from there.
one season is ass.
Sometimes the best shows are just one season.
There's gonna be people that might really. Yeah, I guess that's true. There was that show, like they're just like series, like the Netflix series and shit.
Yeah.
There was that one called Making Anna Delvey recently, or whatever the fuck it was called, or Who is Anna Delvey, or whatever the fuck, Who is
Hmm.
Anna? That one was good. But yeah, okay. My ideal show would be fun, obviously. I think it would be based around people doing drugs. I don't know if they would be doing harder drugs than marijuana. Yeah, I
Hmm.
hate the word marijuana. But
I just
anyways,
say weed or
huh?
cannabis. You can just say
Yeah,
weed or
cannabis.
cannabis.
I know I'm about to say cannabis because marijuana is not even a correct term. But anyways, um, I don't know if I would make it outside of that. Like maybe hallucinogens, obviously, maybe like some coke and stuff, but like I wouldn't have nobody like pounding needles or like smoking crack or nothing like that. But
Okay, so what's the high level of the show first?
what does that mean?
Like, what is the concept? You know?
The concept is to be funny, but that's what I don't even know. Like, I don't know if it would be a cartoon because I like all the raunchy cartoons on Netflix, or if it could, but that's been done so many times already. So, like, that's lame. I don't want to do that. And then, like, a female character doing it, I don't know. That to me, not to me, but it just always, like, not washed up, but they just have the worst portrayal. Like, maybe if I did a woman who, like, did drugs and was a bad bitch at the same time. Because whenever they show a bitch on drugs, they just never have like a
She's
good
strung out.
portrayal. Yeah, like they just always show her as a weak ass human being and shit like that, or like just absolutely trifling. And so, probably something like maybe like a hot bitch, but like she's super funny. That would be cool, actually, like a modern day cartoon. Because all the cartoons are like, sorry, I'm rolling up. Are like, I just watched F is for Family, so that's based in like the 70s. Rick and Morty is like modern but futuristic.
Hmm.
Mm, I forget what the other one that's just like Rick and Morty is. A lot of them are futuristic because that's how I feel like they get away with a lot of like the drug usage more in there too, is they make them use like shit that's not real. Fucking, they're sucking on purple shit in tubes, so like it's okay for TV and kids can watch it apparently.
Hmm.
Um, And then, but it would be like, so the setting would be like modern day, bad bitch, but like funny. Like, I don't know. Like, life is just fucking funny. Like, I don't know how it would be
So it's
funny, but
like
it would just be
the
funny.
life. So is it like it's a cartoon though, right? Or is it live
Yeah,
action?
cartoon.
So
Bad
it's
bitch
the
cartoon like Lizzie McGuire.
okay. So a bad bitch cartoon, Lizzie McGuire type of cartoon, and it's just her doing drugs and getting the different escapades and adventures because of it.
Yeah, but not like hard drugs. And like maybe it could even be like, she lives her regular life. So every once in a while, like you see her go to work, but then you see like the screen changes a little bit and like the picture changes a little bit when she's blowed and like it gets a little faded on the edges because like her eyes are smaller or something like that.
Okay. Okay.
So that it like changes the lens and then shit's funnier and like the main character laughs more or something. But I don't know, I wouldn't like the perspective would have to switch, I guess, between her eyeballs and onto her because you would want to see and showcase that she's a sexy human.
Okay. So, um, could you give me like a synopsis for an episode, or would that be too much?
No. All right, let's go.
All right.
Um See, I think like sometimes she would be single, sometimes she would have a man for a couple episodes in a row, and then like, you know what I'm saying? Very
Yeah.
relatable.
Yeah.
And then, so let's say in this episode, she has a man. mm, he doesn't smoke. Okay, let's say she tries dating somebody that doesn't smoke and don't like her smoking. So that would be hilarious. But anyways, yeah, something. How would I give a synopsis on that? So like, she
What would the
wakes
plot
up.
be? What's the funny? What's the you
What
know?
makes it funny?
Well, when I say synopsis, I'm like, what would be the plot of the episode?
Right. The plot would be like
Or like
her,
storyboarding it.
right. It would probably be like, I feel like her best friend would also have to be a main character.
Oh yeah, definitely. I can definitely see that.
So I feel like it would be her and like her trying to fuck with this new dude that doesn't smoke. And then like just a bunch of situational comedy surrounding that, but then like them going out in public and her having to like wanting to smoke before they go, or like just dumb shit. I don't know. Being in the crib. I don't know. I don't know. That's a
Can I riff off
I
of
mean,
that then? Can I kind of steal your idea for a second and just run with
yeah,
it?
riff.
All right. So she wakes up, and she's with this dude, her new boy toy, whatever, I don't know.
Right.
And she's just like, smoking in bed, and he's just like he's sleeping in the bed too. And she's
Hmm.
like smoking, but he's sleeping, and all of a sudden um
He coughs himself awake.
yeah, he's like like it's a big room too, so it's not like he's getting contact high. He's just like
Right. Just being a bitch on purpose.
yeah, he's like you're gonna you're gonna turn my lungs into raisins with that. And she's like, come on, quit being a bitch. And he's like, it's really unhealthy. You're shortening your life by doing that. And she's like, man, do not care. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. And she's like, think about your future though. Don't you want kids and or to be famous and live be chill in your old? And she's like in a future where she's like a millionaire and she's still smoking, and he has a future of her where she's like one of them commercials where it's like, I used to smoke. I can't bend over. I have to crouch down or else the thing in my throat will fall out. You know?
Mhm.
I see, this is a good TV show. And like so this is the whole episode just like him trying to convince her not to smoke.
I
And
think she should have a good job, not a messy job, but she should be like half-ass at her job. Like she's still good at her job to the point where she succeeds and she's not almost about to lose her job like they be making messy woman characters in TV shows, but
mhm.
she like still half-asses it and figures out her way to like play the system.
Okay, and it turns out he's like low key kind of manipulative and like wants
Mhm.
his way really bad. And that's why they break up at the end of the episode or in the next episode. But
Uh-huh.
basically, like, it's just a bunch of scenarios where it's like him trying to present problems to her with like smoking and stuff like that, and her just like completely jumping over the problem and doing like a backflip over the problem and like still landing on her feet, and him getting pissed off. And it ends with
Yeah.
like him like calling her parents and like trying to do an intervention on her, and her parents are like, what are you talking about,
Yeah, that's funny. I like that. Yeah.
and it's like, you're too much, you gotta go. And he's like, but and he closes the door on him, she closes the door on him, and then the episode ends. I don't know.
Mhm. Something like that.
Okay, so see,
And
I
then
can
on the
live.
next episode, she's pulling hoes in the club.
Yep, she's pulling holes in the club with her boyfriend, with no, not her boyfriend, her best
Best
friend.
friend.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I feel like there should be a straight edge character that's like a constant main character that's like her friend, but doesn't like complain about her smoking. It's just like, I just don't do it.
Okay. Interesting.
To give like a little different dynamic than somebody who's just being a bitch about her smoking.
No, well, that's not who her best friend would be.
No,
That's
I'm
who you think her best friend would be? A bitch
no, I'm
about
not
her
saying that's
smoking? Maybe her best
no.
because her best friend gonna smoke too.
Yeah, so she can
So,
have multiple friends. I'm just saying there should be a character that's like a reoccurring character that's like she's friends with, and maybe there's a couple episodes with them where like
her
he's
work friend,
or maybe he like because with
her
me
work bestie.
with me like I don't care if you smoke. I'll say, hey, look, it's not good for you, but I'm not about to be like, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't do that.
Mhm.
Um, so I feel like that would be like really relatable too, to have people who understand each other's differences and just are able to look past that.
Yeah.
And it'll create a different dynamic where it's like he's always trying to get her to stop, and she's always trying to convince him to like just toke up one time, but it's like very passive.
Mhm.
Or maybe they get into different situations where it's like when she's like, you're dating a drug dealer. He's like, no, this is just a plug. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Um, something like that.
Or they're at a party and then like the next day they end up at like a Mormon church event.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that
See,
sounds like
this
a
is This gold. We shouldn't post this. Somebody gonna take it.
Hey. First of all, if you steal this,
We already have a patent.
we already have it patented. We already went to Warner Bros. With it. We're gonna make it, okay? So don't try it. You're gonna get laughed out the door. Yeah. So I think that was good, right? We're at 35 minutes. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Do you want to skip the entrepreneurship and maybe save that for another episode, or
Yeah,
do you
that's
want to do
cool.
that?
No, we can do that because I can talk about that for a while. So we can do that. We can
All
save
right.
it.
All right, we're going to save entrepreneurship and all that. We're going to do what ifs. So we have I don't know how many this is. It looks like 8 or 9
What? Oh,
different types of what if questions.
okay. Different types. I don't want to just do it off of your little thing. I got some shit in my head.
All right. Let's go ahead then. You
All
go
right.
first.
All right. What would you do if you woke up in like I was gonna say a basement, but not even a basement.
Like
Like
some
you woke up in
cellar.
a fluffy ass like old green recliner in like a dingy house with like shag carpet and wood panel walls. But like you
I'm like
can't
waking up in the
move.
70s.
Yeah, like you're physically awake, but like you can't move. Not like you're lucid dreaming, but most likely because there's drugs in you paralyzing your body, okay?
Okay.
And then you lift your head and look across from you because that's the only thing that can move. You got control of your neck, nothing else. Shoulders down, dead.
Okay.
Um, you look up. I guess you can't do nothing, so this is a dumb what if question. I was gonna say if Colonel Sanders was there.
He's like, "You're gonna be my new chicken boy. You're gonna tell me if the chicken's good or gross. Shake your head if you understand, boy."
What would you think was about to happen? That's what you think was about to happen? That you the new taste test man?
Yeah, he just got me locked up in a basement somewhere. He's like, "If it sells well, I'll let you free. Doesn't sell well, you gotta stay here till it does." Cause that would be hell on earth, bro. They got me eating fried chicken nonstop until I get one that's a winner.
You would be
Oh
huge.
god. Not only would I be huge, I'd be like have muscle dystrophy. I would just oh my goodness, bro. I'd be going insane. I would never eat chicken again. Like,
Traumatized off the chicken.
yeah, like I like chicken, but that would like no, never again. Especially if it only fed me like breast, like there was only dark meat. It was only white meat, and I couldn't eat no dark meat. Oh my god. Uh-uh. Speaking of which, do you like white meat or dark meat for chicken, or do you like both?
Like both. I don't think.
Okay. I like dark meat more than white meat, but I'll eat white meat too.
I think I have a preference on white meat because I'm not seasoned on dark meat, but it don't matter to me.
Okay. Okay. So I guess I got a what if for you.
Hmm.
What would you do if you woke up and you were like 6'5", you had a big dick, you had no titties, no pussy, you're just like a dude, but you look like you know?
Ooh, like still girly though, or like my face turned into a man.
Like you're a man now, but you're still like if Ariana was a guy, that's what you would look like.
Um,
Like you got the same life as you normally do. It's just like you completely changed bodies to like a dude all of a sudden with all the male
mm,
attributes that you'd have equated if you were a female.
but I gotta stay in the same life.
Yeah, same life. Amaya still, is still your
But okay, so would
sister.
it be like this for birth? No, this I just wake up like this one day.
You just wake up like this one day.
Um, I'll start freaking the fuck out. I might kill myself. I don't know if I'm mentally stable enough for that.
You wouldn't like test it out. You wouldn't like be like, all right, what's this like to nut real quick?
Maybe like that was the first thing I thought of, but now that you say it, I'm gonna wake up like that in my regular life. Like when I look over and see my pink dresses, and I look down and see my long ass legs hanging off my bed and a dick down to my knees, I'm gonna be tripping.
I feel-
Especially if I like, am I still gonna have my brain, or like, am I
yeah,
gonna mentally switch over?
you're still have your brain.
Yeah, no. If I still have a girl brain, if I still have my normal Ari brain that I have right now, probably gonna freak the fuck out.
Yeah,
Looking
I
like
would.
myself. Like if I woke up in somebody else's body, that would be completely different. But if waking up as myself, fuck no.
Okay, what would you do if you hooked up with a guy and like you guys swapped bodies after you guys hooked up the next day?
Mm. See, I will be scared of what he was gonna do with my body,
Mm-hmm.
but I would also want to use his body for a little bit. But I would be scared of what he's gonna do with my body. But he, so he has his brain though.
Yes.
So if I had my brain, I would like figure out how to lock his ass in the apartment or something, like in one of the rooms in the apartment, and
Mm-hmm.
then I'll just go out for a couple of hours, and then I'll come back and figure out how to switch back.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. What would you do when you're out?
Um, depends on how attractive of a man it is. I hope he's attractive so that I can pull
Well, I mean, you're
bitches.
smashing, so yeah, it's your type of attraction.
I mean, you don't understand what it is to be a woman, but oh, shit, I'm not attracted to everything all the time.
True.
But I think I don't know. I would do some reckless shit. I'll
Gonna
probably try
ruin
to
his
do some
life.
shit with my strength. Like I would hope he was strong so I could try to grip some shit and like I don't know, push against doors with ease. Like I don't fucking know.
Okay.
Not
I
have to
thought you were
use
about
my
to go
whole
like
120 pounds to push a door open.
I thought you were about to like ruin his life or something. I'm like, good lord.
No, I mean I kind of thought about like getting locked up as it would be kind of fun, but I wouldn't want to do that to nobody, so I wouldn't.
Okay, okay. Yeah, but what if for me now?
Okay. What would you do if, or what if, let me just say what if, let me stop saying what would you do. What if you were about to go down on a girl, or y'all were just about to do the nasty period? I guess you don't have to be going down. And you take her pants off, you take her panties off. Y'all been freaking, you like her. All right, let's say like this ain't even a first time meetup. Y'all been talking for a few weeks.
Hmm.
She got 666 tatted on the coochie. Do you enter devil pussy?
If she got six on the pussy, I'm gonna beat the hell out of it. I'm
Crazy.
gonna beat the hell out of it. In
I
the
don't
name
know
of the
how.
Lord.
I feel like I would be scared.
Well, here's the thing. Here's something that I've kind of gleamed is
Mhm.
that because like I guess you'd be like afraid of like possession or something haunting you, right?
Or when you have, sorry, I'm eating a pink ring. When you have sex with people, you exchange energy.
Uh-huh. So my thing would be you have to be the type of person to get possessed, if you get what I'm saying. Like, if you out here doing stuff and like actively giving your body to demons, then you know you get
You just
possessed. That's
saying you
your
would
fault.
fuck. What if that's her ritual?
Oh, well, I guess I'd ask her about it first. I'd be like, "So what is this? Does this mean anything? Tell me about it real quick." Because some of the goth girls they be baddies for real. Don't matter if you're Christian or not. You just want some of that.
Right.
Um,
I mean, I don't give a fuck. I prefer my partner's non-Christian, but I'm just saying.
Like, mm. I'm gonna ask her what it's about real quick. I feel like I would have asked already, and if she's just not honest with me, then I'm not gonna smash. But like, because this is definitely a conversation that would have come up before, like just talking
Why?
about.
Why would it come up if you ain't seen it?
Well, no, I would like. I'm not saying I wouldn't have seen it. I'm gonna assume I'm gonna ask a question like, so what's your religion? What do you believe in, etc., etc.
Okay, right.
Not to like be like, oh, if you believe in this, we can't be together, but just to like actually get to know them.
Right.
And if that just shows up out of nowhere, like they're like, oh yeah, I'm a Buddhist, and then they got a 666 on their pussy, I'm gonna be like, you're lying. Like, I'm not about to be with you. What are you talking about? Like, you are something you clearly said you are not. So I think it depends entirely on like what's leading up to that. So like I just
Okay.
didn't know straight up. I'd be like, let's talk about this real quick. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna play dumb. But if she's like, oh yeah, I'm a Buddhist, or I'm a Christian, or whatever she says she is, and she's like, yeah, I got a 666 on my pussy. I'm like, what is that about? Did you like, was that like a stupid tattoo you got? Was it a bet? Like, why do you have that? All right, all right. Let me see. What's a question for you I can ask? Let's say, okay, I got what if you could raise the dead of anybody? You could raise anybody back to life, but you only can do that to ask them questions to get clarification on things that they did in life. Who would you raise from the dead?
My dad, my great grandpa or grandma. I mean, I guess my great grandpa too.
Mm-hmm.
My dad's dad, he died after my dad, but him. Matt, mostly because people whose deaths were confusing and who
Mm-hmm.
like they were too young for me to learn a lot before they died.
Uh-huh.
Um, mm, I'm trying to think if there's anybody famous. Probably Stephen Hawking, because I would never have been excited about famous people or like celebrities or really cared or like fangirled over anybody. I've never felt that feeling before.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I kind of just like when I was younger and wanted to be a super smart kid, I was just like, oh shit, I guess I want to meet Stephen Hawking. Fuck it.
Yeah, I remember
And
you were
like,
like
because
one of
that
the
was
only
always a
people
question.
actually upset that he died when he died.
Huh?
I remember you were like one of the few people who were actually upset when he died.
Yeah, because I wanted to meet him. Because, yeah, because the motherfucker's smart and I like brains. But other
Ooh.
than that, um, yeah, I don't know. Maybe a few unjust deaths. Shit, ask Tupac who killed them.
I don't think Tupac knows who killed him. He pretty sure it
That's
was
true.
just like, and he was just dead.
But he's dead, so now he knows. Shit.
Well, it doesn't mean he's omniscient. It just means he died.
What?
It doesn't mean he knows
Oh,
who
like
killed him. Like, let's say they
why?
only know what they know and not everything.
That's stupid.
I could ask like about the death of anybody and be like, yo, what's tomorrow's Powerball winnings? That'd
Yeah,
be
I guess I should have thought of that
cheating.
at first.
For me?
I was seeing a ghost. Hold on, a quick story. I was
Okay.
seeing a ghost when I was like 14, and it was when I used to work at the nail salon for those Vietnamese people.
Mhm.
And my mom had like the way I knew them was through my mom getting my nails done by my boss since I had been younger. And
Mhm.
she was there to get her nails done, and she was telling my bosses that I had been seeing a ghost, and they're like, "Oh, next time you see it, you need to ask it for the lotto numbers."
Ah.
Bro,
I mean,
crazy.
hey, it's worth a try.
But that's what they really believe that because they believe like it's good luck, not scary or like bad luck.
I mean, for me, I can swear up and down I've seen angels before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like like when people would put a picture up of an angel and it's like a bunch of eyeballs and wings.
Well, that's like a different class of angel. There's different like
Okay.
classes of angels and orders of angels and stuff like that.
Well,
Um, I just see like the ones that are like in robes and like bright and stuff like that.
mm,
I used to see them a lot when I was younger.
interesting.
Yeah. Apparently I had a really great spiritual eye. Um, but me, if I were to ask anybody or if I were to raise anybody from the dead, I would raise up like celebrities who were controversial and get them to just tell the truth on what they did. So the first one I'm gonna raise up because I got a bone to pick with this dude is X. I would raise up X and I'd be like, "Did you beat her? Yes or no?" Because some people are like, "I don't care if he beat her, bro. He didn't beat her." And it's like, I don't know, man. They kind of straight up confirmed it in his documentary, but did you actually beat her? You know, and if he says yes, I'm gonna broadcast it live on TV so everybody can be upset and be like, "Yo, what the fuck?" You know,
I'm
because
crying.
like the celebrity worship is crazy. Um, other than that, I think I'd raise up like people, like you said, people who died too soon, or just their deaths felt unsatisfactory, or there wasn't enough knowledge behind why they died.
Hmm.
I feel like I'd be a really great detective with that power.
Detective?
Yeah,
I mean, of course, because then you could, duh,
yeah,
because then you could talk to your victim.
yeah. But then again, I'd be like serving the police state, and I don't think I'd want to do that. Well, I don't know. I could be a
That's why
private
I wanted to
detective.
be a scientist.
What'd you say?
That's why I stopped wanting to be a scientist.
Ah,
Well, a pharmacologist, but yeah.
yeah. I always think about how you wanted to be a pharmacologist the other day.
Hmm.
But okay. You got a what if for me?
Okay. What if the zombie apocalypse started 15 minutes from now?
Okay, well, first thing I'm doing is I'm grabbing the guns in my house and I'm grabbing a bunch of food
Mhm.
and I'm calling everybody who's important to me. I'm saying, meet me at Mackinac Island.
Mackinac?
Yeah, I'm just gonna live on Mackinac Island.
What are you gonna kill off any zombies that are there and then build barriers?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure. Does Mackinac Island, is it a bridge to Mackinac Island or do you take a boat to Mackinac Island?
Bridge.
Okay.
You gotta blow up the bridge after you get there.
I'm not gonna blow up the bridge because I want to like promote trade and all that, but there's gonna be like
Yeah.
barriers and stuff like that. And I'm gonna station guards up there, and I'm just gonna be the new ruler of Mackinac Island. I'm gonna call it Marsland.
I guess just wait an extra 10 minutes for me, bro. I'm like 25 minutes from your crib.
Yeah,
Because I don't have nothing here. I'm gonna be fucked.
yeah. I could wait for you. Just wait 10 minutes. It's not like so when you say zombie apocalypse, are we starting like everybody suddenly becomes a zombie, or are we starting like there's a patient zero somewhere out there?
I don't know. When I think about it, I think like I don't think we would know until it starts to really get bad, but I don't know how
Right.
quick it would be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like that's what I was thinking about is like would the roads be blocked up? Would what? Like what the fuck would I have to do to even get somewhere
because
to
like you know, like
potentially see?
we heard about COVID all the way back in like 2020, right? Or no, not 2020, like 2019. Um, and then it was like, whatever, they're gonna figure it out. It's not like it's about to get all over the world. It's not that bad. People are overplaying it. And then it's like, oh, it's in the U.S. Okay, whatever. You know, it's gonna be like Ebola. As long as only some people are gonna have it, it's not gonna be that big of a deal. And then
Mhm.
it was like, oh, everybody got it now. You know?
No, yeah. Shut shit the fuck down and now everything has changed.
Yeah. So I feel like that's probably how it would be. So it'd be like a slow progression. By then, I'm still gonna be at Mackinac though.
Okay.
especially if I know it's gonna happen. I'll probably be like the most successful survivor out there.
How
Just
would
like,
you know it's gonna happen?
well, you told me.
Yeah.
Like,
Right. Yeah.
all right, all right.
Well, I guess I found a person for my prep team. I've never had anybody for my prep team because I don't know who anybody who's similarly minded.
Yeah, I'm
But
going
now,
to
like,
Mackinac.
huh?
Mackinac. I'm going to Mackinac.
I
And
guess
then
I'm
you
cool
can
with
be,
that.
and then you can be my second into command slash uh emissary.
I'll be the beheader. No,
Yeah. Well, you want to behead people? You want to be the
no,
one?
fucking around.
Okay. Okay. What if for you? What if um you you just like how would I put this? You anonymously gained control of like a giant Godzilla like monster that can level cities in a matter of hours.
Did I have to go for cities or could I go for smaller targets?
You could go for smaller targets. It's just Godzilla as like a Godzilla like thing. It's huge and it's indestructible and it can level cities in hours. It just has that type of power.
I would go after my purge list.
You have a purge list?
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta talk to me about that after recording, but because like I definitely want to hear about that.
I mean,
Um,
it changes, you know what I'm saying, as time passes and you let shit go. Like when I was younger, there used to be kids we were in with like middle school. We were in middle school with on it. But, like,
oh yeah, I get that.
so it
But you're just
changes.
good. So you're just gonna
But I got a
obliterate
few
people off
solid
the
ones
map.
now. Huh?
So you're just gonna obliterate people off the map. Like it's gonna be like giant monster obliterates family of 5 in car. It's gonna be
Yeah.
completely random to everybody.
Yeah. Some
Um.
people just the person, not their whole family. Some people's whole house and family and kids.
Okay. Okay. And everybody's gonna be in fear. It's like I don't know. I went after that person. I just don't know. You just
And then
walk
I'm
it
just gonna
back
like
into the
run the
ocean.
monster into the woods and it's gonna be like Bigfoot where there's like random sightings and shit.
Okay. Okay.
Or like if my friends really need me to get somebody though, like people that I'm close with will know that I got powers that they don't even know what my powers are, but they know I can get some shit done. And if somebody fucks with me, they go missing off the map.
Nah,
So
you
they're
can't
gonna be
tell
like,
nobody because if you tell
I know,
somebody, you're screwed. Like as soon as you tell
I
somebody, you're screwed.
they're not gonna know. That's what I'm saying. They just gonna know that I can get it done. That's that's what I'm
Okay.
saying. Like they not gonna know what the real is, but they gonna know I'm that bitch. And then when someone tries to push me over, they get murked, but
They
they
get
don't know
stomped
what
on.
actually be happening. They just be putting two and two together that people be going missing after they do me wrong.
Okay. Okay.
So it's the you know what I'm saying, so that it wouldn't be of use to just me because I love my people too. So
Yeah. For me, the first thing I'm gonna do is just take over the world. I'm like gonna have the monster write out a ransom note talking about put the money in this Bitcoin account or something like that. I'm gonna be like,
fuck is
I
you gonna
am
do with all the Bitcoin though? How's that gonna help you take over the world?
I'm gonna be the richest man on earth. I'm gonna dethrone Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and whoever else is in China or whatever. And I'm a being a new world order.
Not a new world order, I guess. I think that communities are. I was just saying it the other day. You probably watched my Snap story that shit is not sustainable as a whole.
Yeah,
Like a
it's
new
not.
world order would not work because we cannot all be one fucking country because that shit is not sustainable.
Okay, well I'm gonna just take over America and become the ultimate superpower and like I don't know. I'm gonna do something cool though. I'm gonna do something good and cool.
Okay.
I'm gonna be moral. I'll be moral. I'll try to be at least.
Yeah, I would be like a vigilante. What if I like snuck around at night and like saw like just watched in the shadows and then came after people like the next day and shit like that?
Well, first of all, how often do you actually see like an actual serious crime happening like
Um,
anywhere? Like of course you can stumble across it, but how often do you actually see something like that? I don't think you'd be very effective as a vigilante.
I guess you don't, but I'm kind of in TV show mode. But shit, I mean, I go after serial people that I hear about on the news and shit like that, or like I'll be like a super sweet PI. So like when
Mhm.
there's all these cases of like all these little girls that have gone missing and kids
It's like you
being
know who did it, you just can't prove it.
yeah type shit, or I'll go find them. I'll fucking fly my big Godzilla robot overseas and go like get the kids out the shipping container and bring them back and shit like that. Like
Okay, okay.
bullshit. If nobody could get to me, like if I was really sweet and I could do fucking anything, like yeah. If I could smack fighter helicopters down out the sky and shit,
Like you
it's
can
over.
level a city in hours, so you are like effective as a nuclear bomb, just a rogue nuclear
It's
bomb that
over.
can go anywhere. I would for sure like just take over the world.
Yeah, I'm
All
down.
right, you can run it back with the Turks real quick.
No, for real, actually.
um, okay, let me think. Let me think. Oh no,
I
it's
think
your
it's my
turn.
turn.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Let me think. Shit. So, huh. What would you do? All my shit is gory.
You can say it. You can say it.
What would you actually? I feel like this is a movie I just watched. That's why it popped into my head. What would you do if your mom turned on you? Like, just started coming after you to murder you?
Hmm. So is she like have a weapon, or is she just like suddenly attacks me one day, like she's like gone insane?
Both. Like, she fights you first, and then like you get her out of your room or whatever somehow, and like slam the door on her, and then she comes back with like a fucking something from your guys' garage, beating your door down and like a butcher knife.
Ooh, that's a tough one because I'm for sure gonna defend myself, but at the same time, I don't want to kill her. I want to figure out what the fuck is going on.
Right.
Um, I really want to know what's going on. So I think I would like maybe try to shoot her, but like not shoot to kill, if that makes sense.
Hit her in the foot or the shoulder or something.
Hit her in like the leg or maybe like through the stomach, but like, because you know, it takes a while for you to bleed out through the stomach. I feel like I could call 911 and get EMS over here by the time she is actually starting to like be dangerously low on blood. As
You
long as
could
it's
hit
not like
vital shit though, trying to fuck with the leg or the stomach.
true, true.
Just shoot her knee out or something. You don't gotta go as high into the leg or
Okay, but have you ever shot a gun before?
no.
You got to
Need a
realize
bigger
you got to be
target
like
is what you're saying.
you got to be a skilled marksman to actually do something like that in like an actual stressful situation where the target's
Yeah,
moving to.
right.
That's why I would like. So it entirely depends on how she's trying to attack me because I could as easily just put her in a sleeper hold or something like that real quick
Right.
and just like hold her there for a second and then like just like call the police or an ambulance or something.
So
But
would you do that the first time or no, like you wouldn't even think to do that though until she came back with the knife and shit acting more crazy.
I'd probably do it the first time. If I woke up and my mom just started beating on me, I'm for sure gonna defend myself. I'm gonna ask what the heck is going on, but I'm gonna defend myself. I'm not gonna like hurt her. I'm not gonna hurt her, but I'm gonna defend myself. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How about you? What would you do?
Um oof. I feel like my mom is already crazy. So when I picture that scenario, it's really a me or her situation.
It's like somebody gotta die.
Like there's like there is gonna be no first time with this.
It's like you killed me. You have let me know. It's I'm allowed to kill you now.
She
Okay.
gonna come running at me with the craziest weapon in her hand. It just, and she gonna like clobber me upside the head real quick and then hand me in the weapon. I'm gonna like wake up tied up to a chair or some shit. And she
Uh-huh.
gonna be mad, just like lecturing me, and then I'm gonna have to
You have to
figure
break
my
her
way up out of
fall.
there, bop her on the head, and make sure she out cold before
Okay. Okay.
something
Okay.
like that.
I got a what if for you.
Okay.
What would you do if you found out, or what if you found out you were kidnapped as a baby and your family is not your real family? You found out you were on a milk carton as a baby.
What is a milk carton?
Like you know how milk cartons we have you seen me on them and stuff like that?
Oh, okay, gotcha. I thought you, my dumb ass. I'm thinking like a box that carries like jugs of milk back in the day, like glass bottles. I'm so slow sometimes. Anyways, um, I think I would freak the fuck out and I would never talk to them motherfuckers again. But I don't know if I would go try to find my biological family either.
Mhm.
But I would freak out. That shit would be so like I could feel my heart drop and think about that shit. But like I don't know, because I would just like just the way I feel and the person I am. Like obviously, there's potential for them to have raised me different and for me to be a completely different person than I am today. But
Mhm.
just the way that I feel and the way that I am, like that's just so like even no matter how much I have for them as people, they're like that's just such a dirty fucking thing that like
You just can't
yeah,
apologize
I would
about
be
and let it
sick to
go.
my stomach. Yeah,
Yeah.
that shit would be crazy.
I think for me, I think I would like it'd be like a horror movie almost because now I'm walking on eggshells, not trying to not act weird as they slowly suspect that like he
You
knows.
know,
Yeah,
right?
it's like what would they do if they found out I know? What's gonna happen to me? Is my sister like is she kidnapped too? You know, I'd be asking
Right.
all them questions.
That would be crazy. Yeah, I didn't even think about Amaya for real. I mean, I thought about her, but I thought about her as a second thought, not for real, for real.
Hmm.
Crazy.
All
I
right, all
don't
right.
know.
You
I
got one?
think like, huh?
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't know. I'm trying to think about how I would feel towards my mom, or like what type of family would even kidnap me. If she would like, if I would be in a situation with the person that I have now, or like a completely different person, but like I don't know. That shit is crazy. Like, I wouldn't even think I could talk to them. Like, I would be deathly afraid of them after that.
Yeah, that's like a whole Dr. Phil right there.
Yeah. Um. All right. What would you do, or what if you were? I don't know. What's crazy shit that happens without death and violence? Jesus Christ.
Million
Um.
dollars. I don't know. That's boring though.
Yeah. What would you do if you were like with somebody, with a friend, a good friend? I'm trying to think about what type of situation y'all would be in. I don't know. Like they just got way too drunk or something like that, but like they ended up like dying from alcohol poisoning. Like wherever they all are in the woods for some reason, like fucking
Mhm.
trekking back to wherever you're supposed to be at, and like
Mhm.
they fall the fuck out, like because they got alcohol poisoning.
Well, assuming that like so how alcohol poisoning works is like
Your brain shuts down over time after you go to sleep.
well it's like first of all, you have to drink a lot of alcohol to get alcohol poisoning and then I'm assuming they're like cross-faded because that's the only way you can like actually get alcohol poisoning that easily cuz like
Mm.
you know when you're cross-faded like super cross-faded, you'll get drunk and high and being high turns off your gag reflex so you can't throw up. That's why people
Mhm.
who are picky eaters like to get high before they eat. Um, so you just can't throw up the alcohol that's in your stomach and you just die. So there's nothing I can do. There's like literally nothing I could do. I would just literally watch them die. I'd have to like call an ambulance and all that, and it would be bad. I'd be traumatized. That's like a whole another 10 years of therapy for me.
But oh my gosh, too expensive now.
Hey man, not if you got the right therapist.
Put me on. But I don't know. I know one time my uncle, him and like he was at a party and his friend got drunk as hell and then like went across the street and like fell asleep in a ditch. And when they all woke up the next morning and went to check on him, he was dead.
Yeah, man, getting crossfaded will do that to you. Like
I didn't
especially if
know that. That's crazy.
yeah, that's why I'd be warning people. I'd be like, you get crossfaded, too crossfaded, it's a possibility you will just die.
My
And then
gag reflex never goes off.
and so they're like, oh, I'm fine, I know my limits. And it's like, no, dude, this is serious. Like, you will die.
Crazy. Crazy Daisy.
All right, let's do two more and then we can be done with the episode. What do you think?
All right, that's cool. Your
All right.
turn.
Um, let me think here. What if you had the opportunity to see what happened after you died, if there was an afterlife, and which afterlife it would be if there was one? Would you take the opportunity? And then what would
Yeah.
you tell anybody? Would you tell anybody?
Mm,
Because
I don't think so.
like you officially telling somebody that could like change the world as you know it. And like
Yeah,
if you're a big deal.
I don't think I would.
Mm.
I don't think I would.
I
Because
think
like
I'm
everybody else is content with knowing. I mean, they're not really, but a lot of people are
con-
seemingly content with knowing. I'm not a person that's content with not knowing at all.
mm-hmm.
The only reason sometimes I don't kill myself is because I believe in reincarnation.
Okay. So you just wouldn't tell anybody, but you'd see what's on the other side.
Yeah. So that I
Okay.
could know if it was worth it to kill myself or not. Because this shit sucks, but like, what if I gotta do it again?
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean if you gotta do it again?
If I get reincarnated, I'm back on Earth, bro. This shit
Yeah,
sucks.
then what's the point?
That's what I'm saying. So I wouldn't kill myself if I
Okay,
was
but
gonna
then
get
you could I
reincarnated.
mean the
But
whole
if
point
I'm
of
not getting reincarnated, I might cut this shit short.
I mean like the I mean like okay, but what if they're like so the whole point is that you now know which religion is correct if there is a correct religion at all, right?
Uh
What
huh.
if the religion is like don't kill yourself?
What religion is like that?
Or no, I'm not saying that, but what if it's like you have a whole new meaning on life and like there's because religion is not just about death, it's about life too, you know? So
Mm,
like now you have a whole new understanding of life and now what you want to do in life, etc., etc.
I guess it better not be Christians though.
Why not
I swear
Christianity?
they're not right though. That shit is spread by colonists.
Okay. Um.
All
All
right, is
right.
it my turn?
Yeah.
All right. Or what would you do if what you just said to me,
I
or
think
not for my question, but just like asking you back?
so. I would figure out which one it is. I'd figure out what it actually is like, and like what the life is and the meaning of life and all that. And then I would decide if I wanted to tell anybody or not. Cause like for me, I'm already a Christian, so I can just assume it's Christianity.
Hmm.
Um. And like if it's Christianity, I really don't think I'd tell anybody because I feel like a part of Christianity is your faith and belief, you know? And I feel like telling everybody would like just completely destruct and pervert what the religion actually is compared to what, colonists made it, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's like different forms of Christianity out there.
That's important.
Yeah. All right, so I think this is the last question, right?
Yep.
All right.
All right, let me make it a good one.
All right.
What would you do if you like shoplifted from a store and then you got caught and they like took you, like the security guard like took you to like the back little room to wait on the actual police or whatever, and the shit turned into a porno?
I had I had this sinking suspicion. Um what would I do?
Yep.
Um that's a good question. Um so like am I smashing like the guy or am I smashing some girl or like who am I smashing
It's
or
a
who would I
male
have to
security
smash?
guard.
Oh nah, bro. I'm taking the couple days in jail before I get bailed out and do my community service after. I'm not sucking no dick to get out of jail.
I'm
I mean, for
crying.
you, it's probably easier because like you're bi and all that. For me, it's like, no, thank you. I'm good. I'll take the policeman, please.
I feel like I'm beating ass and running because either way I would be scared. I would feel like even if I said no, like now this motherfucker has me in a room and he has weaponry. Like
Okay, well let's assume he's not like gonna rape you or something. He's just going to like,
for me,
you
that
know.
is the assumption.
Okay, but like, let's say you know that
I
it's
don't
not
know if
what's gonna
Mr.
happen.
Police Officer is an option for you.
Okay, so you're just gonna resist no matter what, huh?
You said what?
You're just gonna resist no matter what.
Pretty much. I mean, I don't know. Maybe if he was attractive, I guess not. But like, what if I'm in a committed relationship? Hell yeah! Like, ew, get away from me, weirdo. I don't know.
You don't
Even if
gotta
he
tell
was
him.
attractive, that shit would be weird.
Okay, would you be mad if you had a boyfriend who you really loved and their only way to get out of jail was smash with some girl? Would you be mad?
I wouldn't be mad at him as a person, but you can't be my man no more.
Why? His literally only option was jail or infidelity, forced infidelity.
I guess, bro. I don't know. That's a hard one, but I feel like
I mean, you're right to your feelings. I'm gonna say that if you feel like that's how it would be for you, you're right to feel that way. I'm just saying, what's your rationalization behind it?
that I personally like it's not even that because like I would still love you as a human, but I personally just cannot have no penis in my body after it's been somewhere else.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
It just like it has literally made me thrown up before.
The thought of it or the idea of it, or having it happen. Period.
Knowing that it happened, it was when me and so had gotten back together and there had already been so many indiscretions or whatever, and I had already went out and did my own thing and shit like that.
You know, it's
But
just like
knowing that
it
it
wasn't the
happened,
same. Yeah.
I
Okay.
literally threw up because of it.
Okay. Yeah. I get that. It's kind of like and because you can't just let it go.
Yeah, it's just dirty. You just think about it.
Yeah. It's like trying to get back with a cheater who's actually trying to be a good person now, but they still cheated on you. It's brain poison.
Yeah. Yeah.
But all right, guys. I hope you had fun watching the episode. I think Ari did. She's definitely allowed back on the podcast anytime she wants. Isn't
Whoop,
that right, Ari? Yeah. Woo.
whoop, whoop.
So, Ari, you want to close us out, or do you want me to close us out?
I can close this out. Thanks,
All right.
guys, so much for listening. If you made it all this way, Sorry for all my noise and change of tone and crinkling bags and rolling up and cat and lighter sparking and peach rings and whoop whoop. Mars talks. We out.
Mars talks. Yeah.